Hey everyone, welcome back to our 10 o'clock live chat. I'm Heather and we are here for you each and every day. So you get to experience Luminous and experience it because we actually are going to do it as we talk about it. And so if there's products that you guys want to see, hear, feel, touch, smell, whatever the case may be, we are here for you. And so we always go over the basics. So we have people that join us that wide range of Luminous users want us and thinking about it, and maybe so we cover a lot during our time each time. So below you can see the times that we are here. So there's always ways to jump on, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. And then you can always go back and watch them if you're not able to go live with us. One thing that we do go over each and every time is the starter kit. That's super important because one thing we want you to do as soon as you get your starter kit is open it, get it out. So you may have ordered this icon, you may have ordered the Icon Pro or even the Legend. And then because we do have several different systems for everybody's price point. And then, but the great news is they're all applied the same way. So the instructions that we're going through right now are the same for all of them across the board. It does come with 2 bottles of foundation. We give you 2 bottles for 2 different reasons. One, practice. Get in there and practice. We also give you the 2 bottles. They're very similar in color. They are different colors. They're very similar in colors because that way you can mix and match and have that perfect match 365 days a year. We also give you a bottle of love and a bottle of blush. And I have the blush on, I have love on, I have the foundation on right now. And so we're going to go over that as well. Now, when you first get started, we want you to do the following things. Number 1, get it out of the box. I already talked about that. That is the biggest step. So we want you to get it out, turn it on. You only have to plug it into the power cord. Everything comes together. So your stylus is already connected to the hose where the air comes out of. That's connected to your compressor. You turn it on, and then there's air. Oh. And just feel that air around your face. One, it feels amazing. I'm just kidding. It does feel amazing, but that's practicing. So, and you can't tell me that that's scary. All you're doing, you can feel the air. You can tell it's not a big windstorm. It's very gentle. It's like a small little kiss of air. It feels so good, so refreshing. But that is practicing. So you can practice keeping it 4 finger widths away because you will want to come closer because that's what we're used to doing. We're used to touching our face. And so you don't want to do this. You want to keep it about 4 finger widths away and keep moving. So feel that air. Think of the air as your bristles. So wherever that air is where the makeup's going to go. Then next, apply some foundation or actually some water in there first and start pulling back on the trigger. That way you get to experience what it's going to feel like. Then you can start practicing. But hey, we gave you those 2 bottles to practice. So we want you to jump on in there and get to work. Even if you're messing up, you're learning. All right? So it goes on differently. Do not apply it like traditional makeup. If you're applying it like traditional makeup, then you're not going to love it. When you start applying it like airbrush the correct way, game changer, life changing. So you need to experience that. All right. But that's why we started these live chats, was so people could come back, see it being done, ask about products, go through everything. We're going to go through all these steps. And so we want you to ask questions as we go along. Hello, Candy. Jacqueline, how are you? Jeannie, good to see you. Tamberly, hello, Donnie, how are you? Good to see you. Patty, hello. Well, thank you. I need it cut. I feel, and I don't mean this in a derogatory, but I feel like a soccer mom. Like I don't feel hip enough for me. So I need to cut this off. But, it's in that grow out stage, that in-between stage. So there you go. All right. Thank you, Patty. It's the blonde coming through. Don't look at the grays. I did go in and do my root and brow, but as I was looking down, I was like, oh, I missed some. So there you go. All right. I did say hi to Denise, right? Hello, Denise. All right, so let's get started. So I actually have just our starter kit on my face. So I covered with the, well, actually I started with blush first, did the blush, then did the foundation, and then did love. But what I want to show you is the multiple uses of our products. So I always tell people to look at colors. Look at, when you pick up your bottle, just look at the color of the bottle. Like this, obviously 2 different blushes. We have a bronzer. This is the metallic bronzer, the matte bronzer. We have some shimmers. See, this is what happens. So I haven't obviously used these shimmers in a while. See the separation? That's why shaking is super important. Super important. And especially with the luminizers, that pigment is a little bit heavier. And so you do want to make sure that you shake them up so you can hear that BB moving, because that shows you that it's mixing. And so if you haven't used a product in a while, then doing you know, a good 30 seconds to shake them up is good to do. All right, so I want to get out. This is diamond, yeah. I'm like shake, 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 shake. But I do want to show you the multiple use of products. So I have my foundation on. I have my blush on. I'm going to put a couple of drops of my foundation in so I can show you how to airbrush. So the drops go right in here. I'm only going to put a couple on. I already have foundation on, but know this. So you know how, like, if you get ready for work, you do your face, you go to work, or maybe you just go to another room because we're working from home. And then let's say you're going out, you know, for a happy hour or meeting some friends or going to dinner. And then how many times have you had to go and like touch up your makeup, redo it to go out? And we're just layering it on, layering it on. With airbrush, honestly, you don't have to. The makeup's going to last all day long, all day long. So if you're touching up, it's mainly like maybe going from day to night, but you're not going to have to reapply your foundation or blah, 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 or whatever. Now I can, if I wanted, let's say I just wanted a, you know, maybe to go to work, I just wanted light to medium coverage, but now that I'm going out, I want full coverage. Well, guess what? You can just go ahead and apply the foundation. You don't have to take what you have on off, because of how the makeup goes on. It's not going to feel heavy or cakey. It should not feel heavy or cakey. If it does, then we need to tweak how you're doing it, right? Oh, Denise, are you talking the lipstick or our lip stain? Our lipstick has a lot of stain power too, but our lip stains are crazy. Hello, Amber. Did I use tulip? No, I used plum. Jeannie, I used plum blush. All right, but I did apply it first and then the foundation on over it. All right, so I have my foundation in here. And so now this was probably light to medium. So now I can step it up. And do a little more coverage. A little bit more on my eyes. And I know that I like my coverage here. Go down my neck. Oh, the lipstick. Awesome. Yeah, it really, I mean, I would have to say, Denise, that like all of our products are so high pigmented that they do last. I mean, I remember when I first started makeup and like as a teenager, and I would go to the grocery store or Walgreens or wherever and get an eyeshadow, and I would be like you would have to apply so much to get it to that color that you see in here because there's no pigment in it. And so the fact that like our lips, our lipsticks, the foundations, even our color cosmetics, all are so pigmented. You don't have to use a lot. What you get, what you see in there is exactly what you get on one swipe. And so it's pretty amazing. All right, so I redid my foundation, or added a little, I don't want to say I redid, I added a little more coverage. Now I'm going to go in, where's my blush? This is Glow. So this is a highlighter without shimmer. So this is a true highlighter. So you can highlight underneath the eyes. And I'm just going to do about 2 drops. And I'm just going to highlight right underneath my eyes. Now see how that just brightened everything up? This is also so precise. I can go in there and do a little bit of a brow highlight. See the difference? Your stylist blends everything for you. If you're, the movement I'm making is the same movement I would make if I had an eyeshadow brush in here in my hand, but I'm doing this with my stylus. Pulling back super light, just blending that. And there you go for my highlight. Glow, if we're going to talk about multiple uses, Glow, as you can tell, is super light. Let me get you I'm almost out of that bottle. Glow is super light. So it can be used to lighten product. So I believe, Jeannie, you're getting the matte bronzer, but I know that you're super light as far as your foundation shade. So if you had Glow, you could mix like 2 drops of our matte bronzer and then a drop of Glow, and that would lighten up the product for you to use. If you're like, oh my gosh, I'm out of foundation, all I have is this darker foundation, you can mix a drop of Glow in there to lighten the foundation. So don't forget about that. Don't forget that you can lighten, darken, anything that comes in an airbrush bottle can be mixed, period. All right. So now, let me go with this one. This is one of my favorites. I love this. Good morning, Connie. So our luminizers have a lot of different uses. You can mix them in with the foundation. Now they are going to give you quite a bit of shine. They're going to give you some oomph. And so you can apply those first and then apply the foundation on over it. The rose gold illuminizer, which I guess I don't have the rose gold one. I have gold, pearl, diamond, and amber. So I don't have the I probably used it all. The rose gold illuminizer is beautiful underneath the makeup, again, giving you a different finish for that day. So you really can, if you're like, Heather, I only have like just a few bottles. But if those bottles are a wide range of colors, then you really are able to kind of stretch that. Is that making sense, guys? I mean, I want you to, like, if you are looking at colors, where do I want this? Where do I want that? Like, you really can pick and choose and just go by the color. Don't, just because this says blush, doesn't mean it. I mean, I use blush on my eyes all the time. The blush that Jeannie made up of tulip and natural blush, I use all the time on my eyes. It's beautiful. It's similar to the rose gold. I'm actually going to go in and do my eyes with the matte bronzer. Hello, Deborah. Did I blow that out? Okay. So here's the matte bronzer. And I just did a couple of drops. Right there. And then I'm going to go in and I'm using this as my crease color. Now again, just like passes give you your coverage, passes are going to increase the intensity of the color as well. So if I want it light, natural, bam, I'm good. If I want it a little bit deeper, but keep those passes going till you get to where you want. Don't try to do that all on one shot. Because especially if you're doing your eyes and you're closer and it's concentrating in a really smaller area, then it's going to be wet and it's not going to work. So I'm just blending this up a little bit more. Getting that edge off. So you can just go back and forth until you perfect it to how you want it. All right. Making sure there's no hard edges. Just like that. Okay, that was a bronzer. That was just a bronzer that I used. Now, let's say, ooh, look at this amber color. I love this amber color. Now, you might look at this luminizer and go, I wouldn't know where to do this. I use this a ton in the fall for a deeper like shimmer. You can do it. I almost used it as a blush shimmer where I kind of started at the high point of my cheek and kind of went around. Then did the foundation over it. So I'm gonna put a couple of drops in there. So this, again, does have a shimmer to it, and I'm going to apply this on my lid. Look at that. Can you see how beautiful that is? I love this. Love this color. It is a true amber color. You would think it's here. I'll show you the difference. You would think it's similar to the bronze shimmer, but it's not. If I can find all my colors, let me shake this one up a little bit more. Can you see the difference? So it really is a true amber color. I'm gonna go a little bit. Bam. Love it. Love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Now watch this. Lips. So if you wanted to have some fun, you could throw that on the lip. You can put that, put a gloss on top of it. But if you, wanted to have some fun and tie that in, you could. And then being that Luminous and airbrushing is so versatile, I can go and add a traditional makeup on top of this. If I needed to tweak my eyes a little bit more, like if I'm looking and I'm like, oh, that might be a little bit too shiny, maybe I need to go a little bit matte. Number one, you could go back with the matte bronzer and do a little bit in the crease, or I have the Nude and Naughty. I could go in and I'll do a medium brown. Right there. Look at that. Bam! Right there. And then I could even line, you know, with the powder if I wanted to. Blend that out a little bit more. So that toned down the shimmer a little bit. I can tweak it with a traditional eyeshadow, and then I'm set. Is that not amazing? That's what I love about this stuff, guys. That's why I'm always telling you to play with it, to have fun, experience it. I mean, mess up with it. I mean, grab a color and you're like, I would never use this color, and then try something with it. You really want to just have some fun and just roll with it. Here is, because somebody just mentioned our, who was it that mentioned our, see how, can't remember, mentioned our lipsticks. This is Coral, and I'm just gonna put it on top. Because one, it's gonna show you how pigmented this is. Thank you, Connie. I love Coral for summer. But hello, I had a metallic luminizer on top, or on first, and then okay, I was typing. So the video went out for some reason. But yeah, there you go. Shows you how versatile Luminous is and what you can do with it. So I want you guys to experience it, love it as much as I do. If you're not, you come back. You come back and ask me questions and get to that point. Because I promise you, if you are doing it the correct way and we find the order of products that you need to get that look that you're wanting, you're going to love it. No ifs, ands, or buts. So there you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you back here at noon. Yeah, noon. I'll see you back here, guys, at noon. Bye for now.